Hey y'all, wanted to talk to you about my Longtail. I've been kind of neglecting making the video, if you will. I've had it for a little while, since right before the Point O'Shane trip, so I've been running it, you know, and honestly the reason I've been neglecting making the video is because, man, I only thought that kayakers fought about what was best, and aluminum boat manufacturers or runners, you know, fight about what's best. If you want to stir up a hornet's nest, start talking about a longtail, or start researching a longtail. Because I mean, you know, there's two camps. There's a Taiwan camp, and then there's the American camp. And I am all for American-made products. Do not get me wrong there. I love them. I do my best. But in this boat, you know, for something that I'm not going to use very often. Now, I am blessed with the fact that this is one of several in my fleet. I got the big boat. This is the little big boat, and then I've got a fleet of kayaks. I spend 90% of my time in the kayaks. I spend, you know, probably 8% of the time in the big boat, and then the rest of the time I'm going to be spending this one. So I was not ready to invest a huge amount of money in a motor for this thing. So when I got looking, I was looking for value. So let me stop you right there, because I am not going to tell you what is the best. I'm not going to tell you what's the best for you. I'm not going to tell you what's the best on the market. I'm telling you, if money wasn't a factor, I probably would have jumped on one of the American mades. I like the way they're built. I like the way they're designed. They're robust. Looks like you can drag them down a highway and they're still going to keep on running. But I got to looking, you know, and I didn't want to spend that amount of money. So I was looking at other options. Well, you think about what the Taiwanese folks do with their tails over there. And this is a Swamp Runner medium. They beat them, goodness gracious, do they beat their stuff up over there. So I said, to me, it looked like it was a solid build for what I wanted. So what I'm going to tell you is, I'm not going to tell you, oh, there's bass running by. See what I do for you guys? I'm not going to tell you what's best. I ain't going to do it. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a Swamp Runner medium with a 420, the Predator engine, and I am thoroughly happy with the price. I'm thoroughly happy with the build. I was thoroughly happy with the way it was packaged and shipped to me. You know, everything about it so far I am happy with. So that be said, you know, you got to make the decision what you want to do on this boat, and I'll cut in some you know, more footage of it. This is an 85-inch shaft. It's a saltwater shaft, so it's got a stainless steel extreme shaft on the inside of it. It's been upgraded to the Bayou bushings. I've got a stainless prop on it. So all total, the shaft and the upgrade with the saltwater and the Bayou bushings was like $740 something to the door. The stainless prop is another $115. And I run 8.5. It pushes this 1440 with a full floor, foam and everything else, and all my gear, 18.3 miles an hour, I think, is the top. But it'll run, you know, in frog spit. It'll run in nothing, and that just thoroughly thrills me to death. I ran all the way down here to this spot on the side of the lake that I would have been terrified to take the big boat down because it is just so shallow. But I mean, it's a solid build for what and it does exactly what I wanted to do. It's 85-inch. I didn't get 85 or 100. I wanted 85 just because I didn't need all the speed I could get. I like the maneuverability, if you will. These things are not very maneuverable, and that's the one thing. If you do get into the longtails, there is a learning curve. There is no reverse. There is no neutral. There is no quickie steer and steer stuff. None of that. You better be thinking long ahead when you want to stop, where you want to go, and how you want to get there. So it definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. Now, that being said, you can run it in stuff that is terrifying to run it in another boat. But this one, I ran stock, and I ran it for the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, however long I've run it. I ran it stock. Now, the other day I did the Mod 1 change to it, which is the breather, the exhaust, and the jet and the carburetor. It's about $120 fix. The pipe that comes in that was a straight pipe, and that was way too annoying, so I actually went back and bought a $30 muffler. So if you just keep adding that stuff up, you can tell just roughly $1,600, possibly $1,700 at the most, that I've got in the entire rig, and I've been happy with that. You know, for what I'm doing, you know, this boat, like I said, is not going to be my primary vessel, but I wanted something that I could count on. So in the kit, I was pleased with the way everything was set up. I was pleased with the way I can service stuff. You know, time will tell how long. I know guys on forums that have, you know, 300 or 400 hours on them. They fish, they duck hunt season after season, beat these things to death. I'm not that guy, so you'll have to come back on my stuff later on and say, hey, do you still like it? And hopefully I'll be able to do a after the honeymoon, you know, on this one. But so far, I've been very pleased with it. But if y'all have any questions, you know, I'll help you out as much as I can. Like I said, the Harbor Freight motor, I think these are about $330. I found them on sale when I got mine. And I don't know, it's the Hemi one, but I don't know if that's any better than the other. So if that helps you out, I don't know. But I've been really pleased. I put the little rope on there to hold it still, so it acts as my rudder whenever I'm up front on the boat. And it stays, keeps me straight. It's relatively easy to run. There's not very much vibration. It doesn't bother my hand. You know, the longest run I've made is 3.5 miles one way, but it'll run in nothing, and that is awesome. It's relatively easy to handle and to maintain, and that's awesome. So I can't go, yeah, this is better than anything else. I'm not going to do that to you guys. You guys got to make that decision for yourself. All I can say is so far, I'm very pleased with what I've done so far. If I can answer you any questions about the Swamp Runner medium kit, saltwater shaft with the extreme bushings, shoot me a message. I'll do what I can. Other than that, y'all take care and hope to see you on the river.